Okay, so we are live. I want to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Northern Nerdcast. My name is Dan Schessel, and on the Nerdcast today, we have Chelsea, who is not here. We don't have Samantha, who is not here. And we have, what? Trina. Trina is here
Hi.
with us today. That's right. Everybody else is bailing on us. They said this is enough. We can't do this. So no, that's not the case.
Not.
No,
They
no,
might
no, no.
now.
They might now, but it's Chelsea did send us all these wonderful news items for this week, at least. But she was unable to make it due to prior commitments, and same with Samantha. She was unable to make it today. So
you're stuck with us. Woo!
yeah, joy. So yeah, you don't have to watch multiple screens pop in and out this time if you are watching this live. If you're not watching this live and you are listening to it at your own leisure, then you probably won't care about the popping in and out because guess what? You'll ever see that anyways. You just hear us talk a lot and talk over each other a ton. So not so much talking over each other today. Hopefully.
Depends if you get too excited.
Yeah. Anyways, so first off, during the way we start most our shows is we ask each other how our week was. So Trina, how was your week?
How was my week? What did we do last week?
I don't know. We did things for the last 2 weeks. So 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Busy.
Yeah.
Let's call it busy.
Call it busy. You're gonna have to talk a little bit louder so people can hear you.
Is that why you're yelling?
Yes. Because the microphone is way over there.
I see.
I can bring it a little bit closer.
That might help.
That might help. People might not like this if they're listening to this. I'm gonna try to be gentle with my microphone. Okay. Maybe that might help a little bit.
Sure.
All right. So, anyways, how was your week, Trina?
I guess it was good. Was
Yes.
there something we were going to tell people we did this week?
I don't. What did we do? I don't even remember.
We played some games.
Here's the thing. So Nehemiah, our oldest boy, is starting to become a little bit of a board gamer, which is just warms my heart quite a bit. He's been watching a ton of tabletop lately, and he has decided that he really wants to start playing some board games. And so we started off with Uno.
Which he loves, by the way.
He does love Uno. And he's played Tsuro before. And those are really simple games. But yeah, he really loves Uno. That's because he can win at it
sometimes. I like it because you don't win at it very much.
Yeah, that's the one game I don't win. Yet.
I haven't mastered that
I haven't mastered Uno yet. So we played that one, those two games, and then we broke out. What was it? I'm trying to think. King of Tokyo. That's right. Which he had watched on tabletop, and he was really excited to play that. And he knew pretty much everything he needed to know about the game. His strategy is a little bit on the weaker side of things.
He's 5.
He is 5. So I mean, you got to give him that. But he did pretty good. His strategy was to get as much energy as possible so he could buy cards because that's all he wanted to do and hit people. That's it. Energy and hit people. Didn't care. And if he was down on health, he knew he was down on health. He's like, I need more hearts. I need more hearts. But he wouldn't. He wouldn't re-roll his energy or his fist to get those hearts. He was willing to just, if he got hearts, he got hearts. That's the way it was. But it was good. He did pretty good. I have to admit, he did really well. The other thing we did, we got a new board game as well. We picked up. Yeah, it's right here. Hang on. it's another game we saw on tabletop, and I watched this one with Nehemiah. This is you know how Settlers is kind of like the gateway drug for board games, so to say. Anyways, so we got him Catan Junior, which is like the gateway drug for little kids for board games. We're drugging our 5-year-old. Oh my goodness, that went really weird. That went sideways very quickly. So anyways, let's skip that part.
All right. So board game.
Yeah. So anyways, we picked that one up because he had watched it on tabletop as well, and he knew all about this game, and he did really well to the point where he actually won. He did. He actually beat us at that game. I have to admit that I went a little bit easy on him.
We have to. He's little.
He's fine. But at the same time, he did pretty good. He went for the parrot strategy within this game. You get these you can buy these parrot cards, but they're super powerful in this game. Each one of them was like gold. And you just kept on, like, if you got on a roll with those things, you can just keep going with them. So yeah, he went with that kind of a strategy, and it really worked for him.
Yep. And then we shot another video that should be out in a couple of weeks, right?
No. Next week we are going to be. Well, this weekend we're going to be at Gobfest, yes. And by that extension, we will probably have the Gobfest video out on Monday.
Yes, so the other one we shot.
So
in a few weeks.
In 3 weeks then. So 3 weeks. So yeah, we did another video.
Cosplaying video?
Yes,
so
it's a cosplaying type video.
Exciting?
Yes, and I don't want to spoil too much about that one.
I won't say anything else.
But yes, it's a cosplay video. If you like if like anybody out there likes cosplay, really we are in
convention time.
Convention season. Convention season is upon us.
Sure is.
And with that, there's going to be a lot of cosplaying in the next little while. So yes, we did a little preamble to what you guys will be seeing at the conventions in the next little bit. So with that being said, that's coming out in a few weeks. So other than that, what else do we do? Not much.
Shoveled snow.
We shoveled lots of snow.
You didn't.
No, my back was kind of out this weekend. I don't know how I did it. What? I tried to pick up Malachi, which was I was sitting in a chair, and I think I slipped the disc.
Sure.
That's my excuse. Yeah.
The day that there's
the day that it's yeah, slipped the disc. Anyways, I'm all better now that it's all done. No.
So, what's coming up now?
So right now we are going to move into the news.
The news. I feel like we need some music. Does anyone out there write music?
Yeah.
Record music.
We
need some music.
We've asked for that a few times, and nobody ever steps up to.
Out there.
Yeah, no one
wants to put their music on our.
No.
No one wants to touch the music with us.
Not yet. Not yet.
Do we?
We'll get there.
Have a way to see our comments?
Oh yes.
We're gonna try and actually address some comments today. If anybody has any comments, feel free to share. No comments.
Yes, our one viewer has not commented yet.
Hi, Aaron. We know it's you. Our loyal viewer.
Yes, our loyal viewer.
So, what's coming up in the news?
Okay, so anyways, first off, like I said, you're going to have to move your feet. I know. It's terrible. You're not making it any easier. First off, in our list, we have there's a archer scavenger hunt happening right now. And if I can pull that up, I will. Hang on. No, it was past this.
There it is.
There it is. So right now, it was I think it started off as a fan of the show. Basically, he discovered a freeze frame from a recent episode of Archer. Iron. And basically what it is he took one of the codes that was on the Archer video, and I don't even know how to explain this, but basically he did an internet search for this code, and he came up with some site. And basically what's happening is it's leading to one thing, to another, to another, to another, to another, to another thing. And it seems pretty intense. The code was discovered was the first of many hidden tiny CCs links that would lead to various other areas of the internet and down the rabbit hole of Archer's Easter egg hunt. Though the use of spectrograms and to find the codes, what?
Through the use of spectrograms.
Okay, you read it.
To find codes inside of sound clips, deciphering fake Craigslist ads, and some knowledge about the characters in the show. It seems the man behind the hunt is none other than Dr. Cooper. The hunt offers up some fun tidbits like linking to the video for Russia's YYZ, as well as Krieger's own website full of pictures and other goodies for Archer fans.
But the hunt is not over, and if you can head over to the actual image on the Imgur page to see each step in the process so far, and you guys can keep your eyes peeled to all that. At Matt, I'm gonna put in the on our website some of the links to this Archer scavenger hunt here, like the Easter egg hunt that they have going on right now, and maybe you guys can join into this if you guys are interested in Archer. I tried to get Trina to watch the show. I thought it was hilarious.
We just have so many other shows.
We just got tons of other shows that we're watching. But I really do want to start watching Archer.
Maybe it's...
Because everybody's watching Archer.
Are they?
Everybody.
Anybody?
Aaron, do you watch Archer? Oh, he's not listening anymore. Yeah, we scared him away.
Next.
Anyways. Next off on our list, we're going to keep the news items fairly short this week, I think. Is, if I can find it, man alive, I don't know how to. Not with it today. No, what happened was, this is Chelsea's department. She's the one with the news items.
Sure.
And I'm not. I don't do news items that much. So basically,
you outsourced it.
Yeah, I've outsourced the
news.
The news. So basically, what's happening is we have news of the next Star Wars spin-off, which is the one.
Spin-off.
Yes, there's a Star Wars. There's the proper movie. So Episode 7 is coming out this year, right, in December. Or sooner. And there is, in between the Episode 7 and the next movie, Episode 8, they're going to be doing a Star Wars spin-off.
Disney is?
Disney is, yes.
Okay.
Actual
like
full-length feature film. And we have the name of the movie, which is
Rogue One.
Rogue One, thank you. Rogue One is the name of the next movie, and it's going to be featuring a female lead. Also, we have word that there's possibly, I believe it's Felicity Jones here. If I'm not mistaken, she may be playing the next Leia. So basically what we got is, this is going to be between, I believe, Episode 4 and 5.
Really?
Yes, I believe this is what this is set on, and it is basically going to be following Rogue One and their squadron and what they were doing in between. So I'm very curious to see how this is all going to turn out. I believe it's the next, or it was between 5 and 6. I can't remember the speculations of everything, but yeah, basically I heard, or I'm under the assumption that it's going to be a space heist. They're trying to find the plans for Death Star. It might even be before 4.
Interesting.
I'm not sure. I don't know when in the timeline it is, but yeah, I believe they have.
So they're going back and they're using the actual characters, but they're recasting it.
Yes.
That's gonna be sad.
Yeah. I don't know.
No. I mean, we can't really replace Harrison Ford.
You can.
You can. Come on.
Well,
that's what we did. We went to see the Indiana Jones exhibit.
Oh yeah.
That's what we did this week. It was good. Go see it if you have a chance.
Yes. That was a very big departure from what we're talking about right now.
But Harrison Ford is awesome.
Harrison Ford is awesome. But yeah. Anyways. I can't really say much about that. Yeah. Anyways, so we got some news on the next Star Wars movie. We also have some. I'm terrible with the news today.
All right, what's the next thing? Move on.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all we have.
That's all the news?
No, I have tons of news, but I did not get a chance to read any of the stuff that Chelsea sent to me.
What did she send?
She sent me Game of Thrones TV series is to spoil the next books.
What?
Yeah, basically that one is because they've run out of the book.
No, they haven't.
They're very close to the ending of the books. Yeah, they're going to be starting to spoil more of the what's going to be in the next book because they're running out of content.
But the next book isn't written yet.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. They're on the TV show is going to be spoiling the book.
They're going ahead of it.
They're going ahead.
That's really sad.
Yes, I know. And we've been watching Game of Thrones pretty religiously. It's been a fantastic series so far. And they have deviated from the books a little bit. And they've killed some characters off already that shouldn't have been killed off yet. Or had untimely deaths. Or we haven't seen their deaths in the books. And so now they're going to be spoiling more in the next season.
That's kind of sad. Sad for the people that invested all the time reading them.
Yeah, he takes so long to write the books in the first place. It's ridiculous the amount of time between each book. It really is. And I understand he just doesn't want to rush any of his stuff. But come on, just give us the book. It's ridiculous.
Anyways, next point.
The next point is Sam and I are thinking at least one other are doing. I can't read that.
This is a viewer comment from our friend Aaron. Sam and I think at least one other are doing Rebel pilots at the con in Calgary. Sam can be Rogue One. I don't have the figure for it. Thanks, Aaron.
Yes.
All right. So what's next on the news?
Next on the news, that would be Joseph Gordon-Levitt starting in a live-action movie remake of Fraggle Rock.
That's exciting.
It would be, except for I have no idea anything about it. Possibly more X-Files. That's also very exciting. New supernatural crime show based on friendship of Harry Houdini and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Interesting.
And the last news item is Neil deGrasse Tyson is getting his own late-night talk show. that's also very cool. But like I said, I have no idea what any of those are, so I can't really comment. And
The links up.
yeah, and I really wish I had been able to read more of the news items that we did have. I don't have time. I don't. It's okay. I feel really bad for people some days.
I feel like there's a
When you
chasm
watch
between us.
this thing, you're like,
Who are you?
what
are
is
you
what is the point of this? I don't get it.
Well, we can talk about some upcoming events around Edmonton because there's lots of fun stuff coming up.
Yes, there is a ton of stuff that's coming up in the next little while, and I do want to mention that we do have lots of stuff in Edmonton that you guys can go, and a lot of news things that are
Pretty exciting.
very much Edmonton related.
So, what is going on this weekend?
Can you stop bumping the table?
Sorry.
All right, so first off, we have this weekend, if you guys are in the area or you haven't got the tickets, you should get the tickets. We are going to Godfest. We will be there on Saturday. If you guys would like to come join us, come on out. Let's do this. Go get your tickets. I believe there's still some left. I'm not sure 100%, but I'm pretty sure.
There should be.
I'm pretty sure there's still some left. So go get some. Go get it right now. Go get it.
Leave our podcast.
Don't leave our podcast.
Do it.
Not Aaron.
Multitask.
Do not leave our podcast. You are one. So yeah, Godfest is this weekend. So that is a board game thing, board game convention.
It's a thing. Go do it.
It is totally a thing, and people should go do it. And it's gonna be awesome.
We'll be there.
We'll
with
be
our
there.
Camera.
Yes.
So if you want to be on the Northern Nerd Network, come hunt us down on Saturday.
Come and say hi.
Yes.
Say
Come say hi.
listen to you or watch you or do something with you. All right.
And we're gonna leave that there.
Yeah, we'll just. Okay. Anyways, next up we have Monday night. There is another board game event. Yes, that's right. This one is at the Yellowhead Pub, and it is, or Yellowhead Brewery. Sorry, I should get
Probably
those.
two very.
I don't even know if there is such thing as a Yellowhead Pub.
I'm sure there's a few pubs on the Yellowhead.
There might be.
And it's what's it called?
A night of board games, and that is happening this weekend or this Monday night.
Next in a week.
Yes. If you guys go to our website, northernnerd.com, and you guys go to our calendar page.
We have a calendar page?
We do have a calendar page.
Ooh, a calendar page. What's on the calendar page?
Well, that would be a calendar.
That was very anticlimactic. I could make a comment right now, but I'm not going to.
You will not only find the dates that we have Nerdcasts, which is every second week, if you guys don't know. We also have the events and, some links to those events. So go check that out.
Is it linked?
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah,
links.
It links. We have
Yeah.
links.
Fancy.
Yeah, so go and check that out. We have a games night out at the Yellowhead Brewery. There is, I still think there's still tickets available to go to that. Again, we will be there. So we have a
Playing
full,
games.
Yeah.
Come play with us.
So we have a full weekend of board gaming plus Monday night.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about this weekend. Just for the amount of board games that we have. And then
Oh wait. I'm gonna interject because there's something else coming up on April the 7th.
April the 7th.
The Rapid Fire Theater is the improv troupe in Edmonton.
Oh, yes.
And they are having a bonfire festival from the 7th to the 11th. And there are all sorts of different shows happening. They are directing brand new shows, different concepts and things, different shows going on. So you can check out their website. And I believe one of the shows is going to have a Star Trek theme. So totally geeky. Red Shirt Diaries on Saturday. Let's try and check that out.
Red Shirt Diaries will probably be there.
Yeah.
All right.
So go check out Rapid Fire Theater for some awesome slightly geeky improv.
Yeah, they're pretty good at that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then on top of that, what?
Oh, sorry.
What?
I have something else.
Okay, go
next
ahead.
week. Next week is spring break for all the kids in the city.
Oh, yes.
So no school, and there is a whole bunch of random kid stuff going on, but there is also Spring Break on the Square is a free event in Churchill Square running all week from noon to 4.
Oh, that's every day?
Every day, yeah.
Oh.
And they are going to have all sorts of fun stuff, including bouncy castles, a DJ, sport ball, the Adventure Bus Mobile Gym on Tuesday and Wednesday. That sounds like fun. And Friday. Table tennis, basketball, ball hockey, and the most thing, lightsaber class.
Lightsaber class for the kids.
Yeah. So if your kids are into Star Wars and they want to come try out lightsaber class, come
and
down
bring
to
your
the
own
square.
lightsaber again.
You do need to bring your own lightsaber,
Yeah.
but other than that, it is all free. So come join us. I will probably be heading out there one day with my little ones. So my little ones.
Yes, you will probably be down there. I will probably not, because I'll be working.
Maybe Friday.
And that's what maybe Friday. Oh, is that the long weekend?
It is, but why would they have it on Good Friday? It's a little fishy.
Yes,
Anyway.
I'll be off that weekend, the Friday anyways.
Anyways, yes. So come out to Churchill Square with your kids and have some kid fun.
Awesome. All right.
Now I'll let you go on.
Now I'll go on. We also have, like I said, convention season is upon us. So we have Golffest that was on this weekend, and on the 16th of April, we have, that's right, the Calgary Expo. Now, we will be down there at the Calgary Expo this year from the 17th to the 19th.
We will, yes. And if you are a cosplayer, come out after the convention on the 19th to the steps of the Saddle Dome. There is going to be a giant photo shoot going on there. So if you're in costume, please come and be a part of the Joker's Wildcard photo shoot as well.
Yes, that's right. Yes, and we will be there filming that whole thing. And finally, on the first weekend of May, the first Saturday of May, I should say, is Free Comic Book Day. So the next, I would say, month.
Doesn't quite into me.
Oh yeah, we got lots of stuff. We got stuff going on all the time.
Oh yeah, EekFest.
EekFest is at the end of May. So yeah, I mean we got tons of stuff coming up. So yeah. Aaron's comment is I hear the Red Shirt Diaries are really short.
I'm sure they are. Hopefully they're not, though, because that would be a really sad show. So what's our topic of discussion for tonight, darling?
So for the discussion tonight, we have it's going to be about podcasts.
It's a meta podcast.
It's a meta podcast. So we are going to be talking about podcasts on a podcast about podcasts.
No, you went too far.
I went too far on that one. I went one too far. Anyways, so Trina,
yes, Dan.
let's start with you.
Me. Oh goodness.
Yes.
Start with me.
You listen to so many podcasts.
I only listen to podcasts when I'm in the car with you.
Yes.
I really don't have time to listen to things. I have little kids talking at me all day and whining and crying, so
yeah.
I don't really need more noise. Sorry. And I don't have time to focus on what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because I get interrupted. Anyways.
Aside from all that, what kind of podcasts do you typically like to listen to when I do put them on for you?
I don't know if there's a specific genre or...
Is there a certain podcast you like?
Is that what you're asking? Because you're being around that bush.
I'm not. I'm asking you, what do you like to listen to? If I have it on a podcast, which one do you like to listen to?
I like ones like Freakonomics. That one's fun.
Yes.
And what's the other one called that I like? How to Do Everything.
Yes.
That one's cool. Is that the one where they had Patrick Stewart? Patrick Stewart's awesome. Cow podcast with Patrick Stewart. I highly recommend listening to that one.
That's your favorite.
It's my ultimate favorite podcast. Patrick Stewart moves in different accents. It's pretty awesome. What can I say? He moves like different cows. What?
There is a lot of moving.
Sir, a knighted man. There's a lot of different moving.
Yes, if you guys can find how to do everything and find the Patrick Stewart cow episode,
it's pretty awesome.
It's definitely well worth to listen to. Yeah, typically how to do everything. The guys that are on that show are just absolutely hilarious.
And informative.
And very informative. A lot of the stuff that they have is really interesting, and it's really short. Like, they're not very long episodes. Like, they're pretty quick, and so they're easily digestible. And yeah, one of my favorite podcasts by far.
What about the one? Is it the CBC one where they tell stories?
Yes. Oh, I'd like to say hello to Cypher, who's just tuning in. Yeah. What was
Sorry. They tell short stories.
Yes.
The CBC one?
The CBC podcast. There is one. It's called The Final Cafe.
Yes, that's.
That one is a really good, a great show as well. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite podcasts for just storytelling.
You're inching back on me. I need to back up to get in the frame again.
Yeah, it's a very good show. Typically, I don't listen to that one because I don't have the time. Lately I've been stuck to my typical board game podcast, which I listen to every week, which would be the Dice Tower. And then on top of that, now I've been listening to, let's say, the Bombcast and some video game podcasts. Mostly news stuff, because the news ones are the ones that I can get in, and they're the ones that kind of run out. Things like Freakonomics and Radio Lab, those type of podcasts I can digest later, and when I have more time to listen to them. I haven't been able to listen to a lot of those podcasts for a while, just due to time. But I do love to listen to those podcasts. Yeah, I don't listen to much radio anymore.
I don't either. Only when I'm in the car.
Yeah.
And then it's usually like Raffi.
That's not a podcast.
Well, I know, but he should have a podcast. Raffi, if you're listening, you should have a podcast for my children. And me a little bit. What can I say?
All right then. So yeah, this is a very short podcast.
We really don't know. What about, okay, do you listen to any local podcasts?
Yes, local podcasts. There we go. That's a good idea. The Unknown Studio is probably, like, if you're in the Edmonton area and you really want to know sort of the heartbeat of Edmonton, I would say the Unknown Studio is probably the best podcast in the city that I can listen to. I listen to that one. I think that comes out every second week. And if you guys have a chance to, go and visit their site, I believe it's unknownstudio.com or .ca. One of the two. Go and check them out. They are very well worth to listen to. Very good. That's done by Adam Rosenart and Scott C. Bourgeois. So yeah, if you get a chance to, check out that podcast anyways, in particular, that was pretty good. I was listening to, what's it called? Inglorious Hipsters. But they were all over the place, and they don't do the podcast anymore.
That's sad.
It is kind of sad.
They
They
were
don't.
fun.
They
really nice guys.
they were really nice, and we did get a chance to meet those people, but they haven't done much of a show lately, and they have a web series, like a cartoon series, but I believe that is over too. Yeah, I think they just kind of ran out of time to do that. I think it took up a lot of their time and effort. So
That happens.
yeah, it is kind of sad to see stuff like that kind of go, because I mean, a lot of these people do this kind of stuff for free, basically.
For fun.
Yeah, for fun.
Like us.
Yeah, and I really do enjoy doing this kind of stuff, but it does take up a lot of energy, and I understand if people don't have the time, or if things change in their lives, that it may become too difficult to do. So yeah, it's kind of sad to see that one go.
I have a question for you. If I am here and I don't listen to a whole lot of podcasts in my city, Daniel, how do I get into listening to podcasts? What do you look for in a good podcast?
That would be depending on what you're looking for. Like I said, I listen to a lot of video game podcasts. I am typically an Xbox person, and so therefore I listen to Podcast Unlocked, which is the IGN podcast for Xbox, and Major Nelson Radio. Major Nelson is very much a hype machine. He likes everything that comes out on Xbox, and it doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, it kind of is. I'm
gonna do a review, but it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
even if it sucks.
I can't take him by his word, but he is very informative. And if you want some good news, that's the place to get it, because he will give you stuff that nobody else has. Like, he's got an inside track to everything because he works for Microsoft. So yeah, that's a good one. Also, we have, like I said, Podcast Unlocked, which is pretty good. And the Bombcast is my other one that I listen to for video games. And those guys are just a bunch of idiots.
In a good way.
Yeah, sometimes. Jeff Gershman can hate on everything a lot.
Okay.
I think he's like an internet troll.
That's sad. I have to run upstairs from you, so I'm gonna leave you alone to talk.
Really?
Yes.
You're gonna leave me alone.
Yeah. Sorry. Can you maybe?
I'm gonna keep talking.
Talk
Don't.
about maybe some comic book podcasts or some board game podcasts that you listen to?
So, like I said earlier, typically, if I'm listening for a board game podcast, the Dice Tower is what I'd be listening to. Now, we were talking about Freakonomics before, and I think if you guys have never heard of Freakonomics, or you want to know what Freakonomics is, basically it's they're economists, but they take everyday situations. Here's the last couple. What you didn't know about online dating, and then they would take some data about online dating, and make it kind of fun and interesting. There's a lot of things that they do. I can't explain it. If you guys just want to just check that one out, I highly recommend checking out Freakonomics Radio. That one is done by Stephen J. Dubner and Stephen something else. I can't remember now. It's been so long since I listened to most of these podcasts. And I'm doing a whole show on podcasts, but I've been left here by myself to talk to you guys about podcasts, and I have no idea where I'm going with any of this stuff. This is probably one of the worst podcasts I've done, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people just turn this thing off and didn't bother talking or listening to this at all. Because I have no idea or what the hell I'm doing today. I just decided that today was the podcast day, and usually I have a couple other people that I can bounce things off of, but it doesn't seem to be working that well for me today. So I'm kind of all over the place today, and I really do apologize for that. And I will be making it up to everybody out there. I have to say I'm sorry. I I don't know what else to tell you. Aside from that, like typically I just look around the internet and I just find a podcast and I'll try a few, and I did stop listening to radio a while ago, and now I just have podcasts that run through my phone onto my radio in my car because Bluetooth will connect to it, and now that's pretty much all I'm listening to. So that's pretty much it. Aaron, I don't know, do you listen to any podcasts at all? Or Cypher, if you're still here listening? Skeptoid used to be a decent science-based podcast until the guy who does it went to federal prison for wire fraud. Yes, I did hear about Skeptoid. That was a good one. Oh, that does remind me. There is a science podcast that's based out of Edmonton right here. And that is Science for the People. And I do want to really mention that one to people. If you guys are listening, I mean, this is probably the most produced podcast that is here in Edmonton. And that would be Science for the People. They're over 300 episodes now. The last episode was on celebrity and science, and they were looking at how famous personalities influence public opinion about science and pseudoscience. Health law professor Timothy Clawfield returns to talk about his new book, Is Gwyneth Paltrow Wrong About Everything? When Celebrity Culture, and basically, if you want to know anything about science based anything, go check out Science for the People. It is a very, very informative podcast. I really have had a lot of I've learned a lot from that podcast, and I really do enjoy that one. And that is probably it. And my wife is still not back. I don't understand where she is or what she's doing. But I am just talking all by myself here, and it is really hard to do that and not go off of anything. So basically what's going to happen here is I am going to probably close off this week because I am just dying here. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. This is like so terrible. And that's when YouTube collapsed into a singularity. Thank you, dear. Thank you, Aaron, for that. Yes, Gwyneth Paltrow is wrong about everything. That is Aaron answering that. Oh, shoot. I don't know what happened there. So yes, like I said, I am going to close off this week. So I'm going to find out what everyone's working on. Everyone's working on nothing because I'm the only one left. Like I said earlier, we will be doing another video here in the next little while. We were going to be at Gobfest, so go check us out at Gobfest. We're going to be at the board game thing on board game night at the Yellow Hen Brewery on Monday night. So come out and check us out there. And yeah. We have a cosplay thing that's coming up in a few weeks, so come check that out. And I promise you guys that the next podcast, the live one at least, or anything, the next podcast will be better than this garbage that I'm giving you guys today, because this is awful. And I do apologize for the lack of everything that's in this podcast. This is terrible. Just awful. Anyways, you guys can find us at northernnerd.com. You guys can find us on YouTube /Northern Nerd Network. And that's where you'll find all our videos, which is a lot better than this. Trust me. And which we did. We did a video last week. If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, we did a video on the Happy Harbor resident, artist in resident, Daniel Hackborn. So go and check that out. He's a fantastic artist, and he's creating a new comic book, and it should be out sometime. So go check that out. And when we have more information about when it's coming out, we will let you guys know for sure. Anyways, you guys can check out our calendar at northernnerd.com/calendar. And that's where we have all the events that are coming up in the area. And if you guys have any suggestions for events that are in the area, please let us know. You guys can tweet at us at northern_nerd, or you guys can find us on, or you can, email us at northernnerdnetwork@gmail.com. You guys can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/northernnerd, and on from our friends at thepulppress.com, where we have most of our stuff. I think she constantly putting up our videos and our podcasts, and I'm gonna suggest not to put this one up. I'm gonna bury this one down deep, and no one will ever find it. No, people will find it, and people will be gentle on us. That's all I'm going to say. Be gentle on us. I do apologize. I haven't had a whole lot of time the last little while to really do any of this stuff. I feel like I need to keep putting out videos like this. And yeah. Basically what it is I had everything planned out to do this week, and then people bailed on me. And I'm kind of left going, well, we still have to put out a podcast, and it didn't work out the way I had planned it. So when we do come back in 2 weeks, like I said, I promise that we will have some more good stuff, and we will work on this podcast.
Are you having fun?
I am having a hard and the worst time. Yes, this is train wreck.
Train wreck gonna crash soon.
Well, I'm signing off anyways.
Oh.
I'd like to thank everybody out there for watching this edition of the Nerdcast.
And we'll have a video up next week. Did you say that?
Yes, I did. Which will be better than this garbage. It's terrible. This is like the worst thing ever.
So yeah, don't leave you alone.
Don't ever leave me alone ever again. I don't know what you did that for.
Sorry. Someone was at the door.
At our door?
Anyway.
All right, have a good week. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.